We are at 4 o'clock. It is the Tuesday, February 20th. The St. Cloud Metropolitan Transit Commission Board is called to order. And let the roll reflect that everyone is here. Any additions or changes to the agenda?
No.
All right, seeing none. Anyone else have anything? All right, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded, discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Consent agenda, items 5 through 8.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that carries. Open forum, is there anyone here for the open forum? No one online? All right. Then we will move to general business recognition. Right now, 25 years of service. Leon, congratulations. 25 years.
I'd like to-
You're bringing them up, but yeah.
I'd like to recognize Leon for
Very
25
few
years
people.
of service.
Yeah, 25 years is a long
Mechanic
time.
here. He's our second most senior mechanic that we have, and he's quite a good employee too. He's very low maintenance and just does his job. He's kind of our MCI guy. He manages the North Star buses mostly.
How many vehicles are older than you've been serving?
Nothing.
Oh, good, that's good.
Well, we have 328.
Yeah.
He said,
All right, that's good.
It's not considered a
Servicing?
He didn't say how many headaches.
So anyway, Leon, here's a certificate, 25 years, congratulations.
Thank you.
Kelly.
Thank you.
I'm doing a picture.
Better work that.
Here you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congrats.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, They don't retire very often.
Right. I don't want to hide behind you. No.
3, 2, 1. We'll do one more. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, guys.
Oh, now it's happy hour, right?
A couple of them.
Yeah. Sit in and I'll pinch in there.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, that's cool. 25 years. We were just talking about that. Only Rick's got you beat. So we'll move on then to item number 10. Consideration of Metrobus 2024 EEO APP plan.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Included in your packet is our Metrobus's Equal Employment Opportunity Affirmative Action Plan. This is updated for submission to the FTA. It has to be sent by March 1st, effective April 1st, and then we have to review and renew every 4 years. So I would entertain any questions.
Are there any questions? All right, seeing none.
Moved to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. We'll move on to item number 11, consideration of Metrobus 2024 PTASP update.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. You have before you for consideration a couple of changes to our Public Transit Agency Safety Plan, or AKA the PTASP. 2 minor additions that we added to stay current with the Biden infrastructure law. Appendix F is the, I'm going to forget it already, infectious disease preparedness plan. And Appendix G is the operator assault awareness. Both are components that are required by the infrastructure law. So, and then we've been on this current agency safety plan for 3 years. We'll continue to maintain our current performance targets and compile and review that data moving forward. Again, I'd be interested in entertaining any questions if you had it.
Any questions? Is there?
Motion to approve.
Is there a?
Second.
Do we have to approve there, or is just the update?
Yeah, approve.
All right.
Gotta approve,
Any
we have
discussion?
to add.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that carries. The March board meeting update. Oh, you put yourself on the agenda.
Yeah, instead of
Instead of an add-on.
So our next board meeting, March 19th, that's the same day as the Chamber Day at the Capitol. And Metrobus will be taking the bus down to the Capitol as we've done in years past. The bus is scheduled to leave around 3 o'clock. That's the time that we typically leave. So as a result, I would like to move the board meeting to start, instead of 4 o'clock, to start at 2 o'clock, to allow commissioners, if you guys would like to board the bus, you'll still be in time to board the bus, go to the Capitol, go to the event, and come back.
Where's the bus leaving from?
North
this year?
Star Parking Ride on Highway 10?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then the bus will leave at 3:15? Yeah, 3:15.
Okay.
So we start at 2, we should be done by 3, then you have enough time to
Sure.
get to the parking lot to board the bus if you...
Everybody here is invited, so.
Yeah.
You know, motion to, do we do that, or just so you?
No, you just head nod would be fine.
Just head nod, okay, thumbs up, that's it?
Yep.
And if we miss the bus, you'll drive us down in a
Yeah.
different bus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Is that your only update? You just triggered something in my mind that I didn't add on here, but maybe we should, because we have a policy. Spring is normally the time we go to DC to lobby, and we talked about this before, so I think I'd probably, it's easier to plan ahead than short notice. Flights are cheaper if you plan ahead, and I know reached out to, I'm actually going on the city's behalf in about a week, but for transportation issues in Metrobus, I'd like to probably do that March or April. So I would, that's all right, move approval. I think we have a policy in place where we have to have board approval for travel for commissioner, not for Ryan, but for DC for the spring of this year, within the next
2 months.
2 months. So I would move that.
Second.
And then any discussion on that? Then I would ask all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, that way we have that official, so it's easier to plan ahead of time. On the bus that goes to the Chamber Day, I am pretty sure all the cities are involved in that, so I can't, and John would be part of that too, so anyone can go on there. We don't, since Metrobus is part of that sponsorship, wouldn't have to pay the fee, so it's part of that.
But we
There has to be a
also-
commissioner on the bus, so.
Right, commissioner on the bus, and then we also, with our new regulations now, or I shouldn't say regulations, with our new requirements from the state, we will have to get a letter.
We won't need for Mayor Clace to go to DC?
No, this is for the,
Oh, I'm
no.
sorry.
This is for the.
This is for the Chamber Day at the
the
Capitol.
other one.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
No, yeah. For the chamber at the Capitol, we would just need a request, I guess, a board. We could do it
An
this way.
elected official. We have a
Elected
request
official.
from an elected official.
Well, can we just make that, since we had it, if you, you did a head nod, do you want us to make a motion? That way you have an official action
Okay,
instead of a
yeah,
letter?
yeah, that'd be fine.
I
Yeah,
would
that'd be
move
fine.
that we do that for
Official
that
action,
day, for
yeah.
that.
We just have to submit that as long as with our.
Yeah, well, then you've got an official action, so it's out in a public meeting, so I'd make that motion.
Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
That should be better than a letter.
Yes, yep, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And that's all I have.
All right. Any other, we got item 13.
Yep.
I'm used to you coming last, so.
No,
Sure you don't
save
have
the
anything
best
else?
for last. No, I
All
saved the
right.
best for last.
All right, we'll go on to the training and safety update. Scott.
Good afternoon, Commissioners, again. 2023 was a robust year for the Training and Safety Department. We had our new hire orientation, our annual trainings, and our refresher trainings throughout the year. We processed 29 new and returning employees, including 20 operators, 2 maintenance personnel, and 7 dispatchers. We did have 10 candidates come in that were unlicensed, and we had a 100% success rate on their CDL exams. So pretty proud of that. We did do an annual organizational training, our pods, this September with an outside facilitator, Eric Thurlanger, who came in and presented his presentation on Thinking Great and talking about how all of the employees of the organization are leaders in certain capacities. I think that message resonated well with everyone. On the safety, also on the training side, we're actively involved with Minnesota RTAP and developing curriculum that we can all participate in throughout the state. There's been a lot of statewide discussion on licensing for the CDL drivers. We're actively involved in that. And then there's also been, we have been short a third-party examiner, which we've been involved in that discussion too. So we're trying to keep abreast of things as things come up and make sure that Metrobus is at the forefront of that. On the safety side, the safety committee meets every other month. We have active members. Throughout the year, we're doing audits throughout the campuses with our insurance partners. We continue to investigate and maintain our liability claims from an insurance perspective. And then I mentioned earlier on the performance targets on the safety plan. Like I said, we've been on that for 3 years now. And we do have some data that we've been collecting. I guess what's most prominent, is some of the incidents that occur. We've been able to see that they're happening with some of those newer drivers. So we're working on putting things in place to help those folks out to become better and be more safe. And then a couple of performance targets that we've missed. This year, we had one safety event that we had 3 safety events, and our target on the fixed route side was only 2. It's a little challenging, obviously, to predict some things, especially when people rear end you. So that's kind of hard. That's some things that are out of our control. That's why I think it's important for us to stay with these targets over the next couple of years so we can gather more data and create a better target here in the future over the next couple of years. And then we did also, we had injuries, and this was actually from 2022. We had 2 injuries on the dial-a-ride side that caused us to miss one of our targets. But again, we're working with the operators on a regular basis. Some of them we can't contribute to any fault of our own. But again, we just continue to work with our operators and other personnel just to maintain or try to make sure that everybody's up to par on safety and doing their job as safe as they possibly can. So again, have you entertained any questions? If anybody had any questions about training, other than that, that's what I got.
No, I think that, is there a way with, like you said, on safety, if it's completely without, somebody else's fault for rear end or something like that? Because that really does, it would skew, long term, and
Right.
it wouldn't be in any way anyone's fault.
Based on our target performances right now, they're based on what we report to NTD. So we would have to review that and see how we would adjust that particular target performance and make any adjustments based on that.
Is it required to be reported if it's not something that had any?
It meets a certain threshold on on NTD's criteria.
Okay, and that's at a dollar amount, or how does that?
A dollar amount, and so the basic criteria is if someone is transported away from the scene for medical assistance, away from the scene, and it doesn't have to be immediately, it can be 24 hours later, or if a vehicle is disabled and is towed away. So those are the basic criteria for a major event on NTD's database.
Okay,
So those are the criteria.
so you just keep an asterisk in there somewhere
Yeah,
still? Okay.
exactly.
That's
Yep.
good. Any other questions or comments from? No. Okay, thank you. Anything else? And a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moved and seconded, discussion, seeing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, we are adjourned at 4:15.